I'm Greg Jarboe, and I'm the Content Marketing Faculty Chair at Market Motive. And what is that? I mean, what we're going to talk about in this first module of a Content Marketing Foundation course is literally content marketing? Okay, what is it? So content marketing is not a new concept. It's been around for over 100 years. In fact, one of the classic foundation stories of the birth of content marketing goes all the way back to the Michelin brothers in France. And the Michelin brothers, in case you haven't done your history, that's okay, little refresher right now, were two brothers who made pneumatic tires, and they were trying to sell them along with an innovative product at its time called the automobile in an era where the roads were horrible, in a place, France, where frankly people didn't like to get outside of Paris and into the provinces because, my God, what was worth going out there for? For Paris. It's all happening here. And what the Michelin brothers realized is if they wanted to sell more tires, they had to get people to drive farther and farther and use them. So what did they come up with? The concept that really is the birth of content marketing in my book was the Michelin Guide. And the Michelin Guide was unique in that it reviewed restaurants, not just restaurants nearby in Paris, but restaurants out there in the provinces. And the Michelin brothers are the ones who came up with the 1, 2, and 3-star rating system to say, this restaurant, I know it's way out there, it's, bad roads, but guess what? To die for. The ratatouille, you got to have it. This is a 3-star restaurant. It's worth making the trip. And oh, by the way, since we're going to give you a guide, and you have to get out of Paris in order to get there, we're going to tell you where you can find gasoline along the way, which hotels you might want to stay at overnight, and oh, by the way, just in case you have to, how to repair a flat tire, particularly if it's a Michelin tire, because it's a pneumatic, and you know what? It's quite easy to repair. And guess what? That put Michelin on the map. Why? They weren't trying to sell you more tires. They weren't telling you about the features and benefits of round or tire repair. I mean, that was in there, but it was only a how-to article, not necessarily a feature and benefit. What they were doing was they were speaking to their audience about what their audience was truly passionate about, which in Paris in 1900 was food. And by creating content that got the audience to get into their new innovative automobile and drive all the way out there into the provinces for that absolutely remarkable 3-star restaurant, people got more flats. People had to replace their tires, but it was worth it. And oh, by the way, Michelin sold more tires. So that's a great story. Every time you sort of, hit a pause and like, well, we're doing content marketing and we need to come up with a concept, think back to the Michelin Guide. It's a great foundation. So let's go to a modern definition. Where are we now in the 21st century when it comes to content marketing? Well, you can read the slide here and read the definition. And some people like reading definitions. I'm not going to read it to you. But I am going to highlight a couple of words in the definition that I think are absolutely critical to any definition of content marketing. The content that you create needs to be relevant, and it also has to be valuable. Now, if it's not relevant, then you're not actually meeting my needs or interests, and why would I be interested in it? And we've gotten way too tired of screening out the commercial that comes on, trying to sell us snow tires. And pardon me, we live in Florida. I don't use snow tires. What the heck is this commercial doing? Interrupting what I'm watching. So relevance is important. Relevance means that this content isn't going to get screened out. And the valuable can work in a lot of different ways. It can be interesting. It can be useful. Value is an interesting proposition all by itself. But that's the key to content marketing. It's not just creating more spam. It's not just throwing more trash over the fence and hoping something happens. This is something where if you've created valuable and relevant content, you know what? Your customers will find you. That's a whole different kind of proposition.